and you can't even unmute yourself. I've silenced you for Christmas. I'm still waiting for Max to let me know when
we're going to go live on YouTube in a sec. I just need to put in some credentials and then we'll press record and get going. So we'll just need like 1 minute.
Max is taking 1 more minute to get things organized. I've got you guys on Zoom here, and I think YouTube as well is going to be here. And over here is going to be Instagram. I wish I could talk to you guys, but it's a little difficult with 500 people at once. Oh, it's nice to see nice to see all you familiar faces. How cool that you guys came on for like this, how cool that you guys are like here, Christmas Eve, let's get on a call. Yesterday, Max and I just flew into New York.
Everybody. Okay, so I'm going to start the recording.
Okay, guys, welcome to the Gift of You. Welcome everybody to the Gift of You Christmas call 2021. It is December 24th, Christmas Eve. For those of us that do Christmas Eve, I've got my nephew is in the room with us, and he is I really wanted him to come on and say hello to you guys, but he doesn't want to. So he's just playing over in the corner with his sword. So if you hear a little kid playing, there is a little kid playing in the room. And I wanted to give you guys this view because we had our first snow in the middle of the night. Like we woke up to a white Christmas Eve, which was really special. But then we got this weird art. The picture. You guys on Instagram can't see it. Everyone else on Zoom and YouTube can see it. Anyways, Merry Christmas to those of you guys who celebrate Christmas. Happy Hanukkah. Happy winter solstice, Northern Hemisphere, summer solstice for all my Australian, New Zealand, and Brazilian friends online. Hello, everybody out there. It is so awesome to get to be present with all of you amazing people who are looking to be the gift of you. So I tend to do, you can leave the room, honey, if you want. Oh, I'm just talking to my nephew when you guys, I wish maybe he might just make an appearance if we're lucky, because he is a great gift too. So usually around Christmas, did I need to do a clap for the translators? Sorry, translators, we just started.
Actually, just do a clap.
Okay, I'm gonna do a clap anyways. We have 17 languages, I think. Hello, everybody around the world. It's awesome to have you here this December 24th, 2021. I tend to do something about being a gift around Christmas because obviously, definitely for Western cultures or for American, European cultures, Christmas is a lot about present giving. And I love getting presents, but I also love to be me. And so what would it take for right now you to excavate access to generously gift your being, what you truly be, meaning how many judgments of you do you have that separate you from being comfortable with who and what you are? So all of the judgments that you have of you that prevent you from being the gift of you, will you revoke, recant, rescind, renounce, denounce, destroy, and uncreate all of those judgments wherever they came from? Right, wrong, good, bad, all 9, pod, poc, shorts, boys, and beyonds. That little thing I just did right there is called the access clearing statement. Right, wrong, good, bad, all 9, pod, poc, shorts, boys, and beyonds. If you are watching this and you have no idea what I just said, that is the access consciousness clearing statement. Please go look up what it means and how it works at theclearingstatement.com. There's an awesome video on that page. and great explanation of like what all that means and how it works. But it's a bit too much to go into here right now, because I really want to just do a deep, really powerful, amazing expansion of clearing with you guys, rather than go into the nitty gritty of how magic works, because let's face it, if you will just receive it, so much can change so easily. So what point of view do you have that prevents you from even recognizing that you're a gift? It's like, how many of you guys spend the majority of your time thinking there's something wrong with you, rather than knowing that you are a gift in your unique way, and you are the gift that only you can be? It's like, I know that a lot of you guys probably want to like think you desperately wish that that was true in theory, but let's face it, it's like a lot of us are very good at judging ourselves. And in the process of judgment, we tend to lose a lot of being. And so we lose the gift of being us. But what if being you was a gift? What if being you could be the greatest gift in your life and the greatest gift that you could offer the whole world? How many of you guys predicate being a gift on other people getting it, other people validating it, other people receiving it? So everywhere that you might have lost the gift of you because somebody else didn't validate you, didn't see you, didn't get it, they like couldn't get it, they like couldn't see you, they couldn't acknowledge you because they weren't being the gift of them either, will you destroy and uncreate where you made that person's point of view the loss of being you? Right, wrong, good, bad, all nine, pod, poc, shorts, boys, and beyonds. And so what comes up when I say being you? And everything that is, we destroyed and created. Right, wrong, good, bad, all nine, pod, poc, shorts, boys, and beyonds. Is there something wrong with you? And everything that is, we destroyed and created. Right, wrong, good, bad, all nine, pod, poc, shorts, boys, and beyonds. Woo, that was a strong one. You guys, it is so funny. I asked both my sister and my nephew to come on here with me and say hi to everybody. And like both of them were like, no, 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 we can't go on. You know, my sister was like, oh, because she's like still in her pajamas and she like, like walking around all morning. And my nephew, you know, 4-year-olds, they just do what they want. But they're both like, no, no, no. But like Grayson's like fully hanging out in here. He's really with us. And my sister just keeps walking back and forth by the glass door. So they're definitely here with me, with you guys today. So who and what contributes? Who and what contributes? Who and what, yes, who and what gifts to you? Who and what is a gift to you? And have you recognized it? Have you received it? Or have you missed it based on points of view or projections and expectations? So all of the projections, expectations, and points of view you have that prevent you from perceiving, receiving, and acknowledging who and what is the gift to you, will you destroy and create all that? Right and wrong, good and bad, all nine, pod, poc, shorts, boys, and beyonds. Who and what desires to gift to you that might not even fit into your definition of reality? So who and what desires to gift to you and is gifting to you that other people might not recognize? So all of the gifts that the universe, all the beings of light, all the beings of consciousness, all of the energy of the universe, all of the gifts that everybody and everything desires to be for you, that you might not be acknowledging because other people aren't receiving it either, will you destroy and create all the gifts that you refuse to choose because others aren't choosing it. Destroy to create all that, right? Rug about all nine pod pock shorts, boys and and now really relax into receiving everything that's available for you. Everything that's available for you that's defined, everything that's available for you that's undefined. Really relax. What energy desires to gift to you? What is available? And what would your receiving gift to the world? One of the really cool, amazing things that occurs when we start being a gift. So, meaning, if you judge you at all, now this is a really powerful one and this is a really strong one. If you judge you at all, you're eroding, you're limiting, you're eliminating your being. And when you eliminate, when you erode, when you separate from your being through judgment, you no longer offer the gift of you. You now offer everything that's wrong about you. You offer it to you offer it to others. Is that truly what you want to offer to the world? Or is that what's like more socially acceptable to offer to the world? So everywhere that the wrongness of you or the rightness of you or the judgment of you is what you believe is the most acceptable thing to offer to the world, will you destroy and uncreate all that? Right and wrong, good and bad, all nine pod pock shorts, boys and beyonds. And what true essence of your being that exists beyond your mind, that exists without definition, that cannot be thought about, but can only be perceived, known, and received. Will you allow that the spark of that being to grow? And everything that doesn't allow the spark of your being to flourish, will you destroy and uncreate all that, please? Right and wrong, good, bad, all nine pod pock shorts, boys and beyonds. What if you could give yourself the biggest gift of your life this Christmas, this Hanukkah, this winter solstice, this summer solstice, this turning of the year? What if you could give yourself the biggest gift of stopping judging you? How big would that gift be? So what if we begin right now by just getting rid of some judgments? Whatever's been sitting on your shoulders, whatever's been haunting your mind, whatever's been lurking in the corners of your life, whatever judgments there that you just sort of like let be there, that you entertain, that you indulge, that you perceive, that might not even be your judgment, it might be other people's judgments that you're picking up on. How about you just like stop making them relevant? So all the judgments of you, or all the judgments that you perceive that you've made relevant up till this point, whether you're even doing it cognitively or not, just stop judging. I dare you right now. How about for the next 3 minutes, we all consciously just stop judging. We just switch off from judgment. And everywhere that your mind immediately clicks in to start taking control to make sure that judgment maintains. Destroy and uncreate your mind, destroy and uncreate your thought process, destroy and uncreate all the patterns that make judging seem like the only way that you can function. Will you revoke, recount, rescind, renounce, destroy, and uncreate all that, please? Right, welcome about all nine pod pock shorts, boys and beyond. How will you take the liberty? Will you allow yourself to be so free, so out of control, so out of definition, so out of other people's definition, that you expand into the possibility that exists beyond the world of judgment. All the energy, all the possibility that exists beyond judgments, that exists in spite of judgment, that exists for all of you freely to choose. Receive that gift. Receive that gift with your being, not with your head, not with your big, smart, controlling head. Put your head to sleep now. Put away your mind. Because remember, we're spending 3 whole minutes not judging. And whether you recognize it or not, your head is very powerful, but it is definitely not who you be. And it is definitely not what allows you to be. And it is definitely not stronger than what you be. Being is everything. Your being, what you be, that can never be defined, that can never be confined, that can never be understood, that can never be relevant to the form and structure of this reality. That being that has no control, no judgment, and no way of being dense. It's like everywhere you've given up that lightness, that sense of space that your being truly is, what if you prioritize that right now? I need you guys to, sorry, I'm having there's a conversation going on the sofa behind me. So everything that doesn't allow the lightness, the gift, the spark of your being to grow stronger for you right now, destroy and uncreate all that. Everything that doesn't allow that. Right, wrong, good, bad, all 9, POD, POC, shorts, boys, and beyonds. And if you guys are just tuning in and you just heard that funny, weird gobbledygook thing that I said, that is the Access Clearing Statement, the Access Consciousness Clearing Statement. And I invite all of you guys that are interested, if you don't know what it means, to go look at theclearingstatement.com to find out how it works. And this December 24th, this Christmas Eve, I invited all of you guys here for a super dose of being the gift of you. So many of us walk around in our lives not feeling that we're a gift, not thinking that we're a gift. In fact, we believe that we're not a gift. We believe that we are a negative influence, or we're wrong, we're bad, we're a limitation, we're a negativity. It's like, how many of you guys right there, how many of you guys out there, you don't have to say it out loud. You don't have to share this information with anybody else. Just know this for you. This question is just for you. It's like, how much of your life do you just feel totally wrong? Totally wrong. You might put a layer of, I'm fine on top of it. Or you might put a layer of, I'm right on top of it. But if you really want to access and be the gift of you, like if being you and knowing that you are a gift, if that's something that is of interest to you, you do have to recognize and admit the judgments you have, like the wrongness that you have. And for some of us, digging ourselves out of that wrongness of us can feel like this, sometimes insurmountable, challenge. However, there's this whole other reality that exists that isn't predicated on right and wrong. There's this whole other reality that exists that is inclusive of everything, that doesn't judge. And that's consciousness, essentially. So when you go to judge you, I'm right, I'm wrong, you are not being the gift of you, you're being right and wrong, right? And how many of you guys have had other people impose their right and wrong on you? How many of you guys have been imposing your right and wrong judgments and points of view on yourselves for years. It's like, has right and wrong been a gift in your world, or has it been something that's made you totally crazy? So what if we just got rid of that right now? What if you gave yourself the gift of just not having to be controlled by right and wrong anymore? What about that gift? What about the gift of just forgetting how to be controlled by right and wrong? What if you literally couldn't even understand right and wrong anymore? What if it became so irrelevant, so not your point of view, that it sort of just lost all of its power? So all of the power that you give right and wrong, all the energy that you give right and wrong, everywhere you entertain right and wrong, we destroy and create all that. Right and wrong, good and bad, all that, pod, poc, shorts, boys, and beyonds. And what beyond right and wrong can you now perceive, know, be, and receive? What if the gift of you exists beyond right and wrong? And you can only access that gift if you go beyond right and wrong, if you get rid of right and wrong. If you're no longer bad, you're no longer good, you're just everything that you are without a point of view. And that's this sort of like crazy thing that we talk about in access consciousness, that like everything is just an interesting point of view. It's like, as long as you take a point of view, you're not being. When you take a point of view, you're no longer perceiving. When you take a point of view, you have to limit, eliminate, compress, contract perception. What if you are actually an infinite being with infinite capacities, infinite awareness, infinite perception, and infinite being? And through that infinite being, accessed infinite receiving. What receiving have you been refusing with the being you are not choosing? And everything that that is, and everything that that brings up, will you destroy and uncreate it, please? Right, wrong, good, bad, all nine, pod, poc, shorts, boys, and beyonds. What infinite receiving have you been refusing with the being of you are not choosing? And everything that that is, will you destroy and uncreate it, please? Right and wrong, good and bad, all nine, pod, poc, shorts, boys, and beyonds. What infinite receiving are you refusing with the gift of your being you are not choosing? And everything that that is, for you guys to stirring and creative, please. Right, wrong, good, bad, all nine, pod, poc, shorts, boys, and beyonds. What energy, space, consciousness, magic, miracle, mystery, and possibility can you and your body be this Christmas Eve? To gift of you and to receive all of you. The good, the bad, the ugly, the magic, the miracle, and the mystery. Everything that doesn't allow you to have and be all of you, even the parts and pieces of you that you cannot define, confine, make fit in this reality, destroy and uncreate all that, please. Right and wrong, good and bad, all nine, pod, poc, shorts, boys, and beyonds, and all of the parts and pieces of you that you have eliminated to fit into this reality. Will you destroy and uncreate everything that makes you fit and receive everything that makes you great, makes you different, and allows what is unique about you to exist? And everything that doesn't allow that, destroy it and create it. Right, wrong, good, bad, all nine, pod, poc, shorts, boys, and beyonds. And all the judgments you use to eliminate what's unique about you, will you revoke, recant, rescind, renounce, denounce, destroy, and uncreate all that, please? Right and wrong, good and bad, all nine, pod, poc, shorts, boys, and beyonds. And the gift that you are offering by pulling the insanity, the judgment, the unhappiness, the stupidity out of everybody around you? Will you recognize that you are offering that gift and that it is a gift that you are aware of and that you are capable of? And everywhere you're making everybody else's unhappiness, insanity, stupidity relevant, will you give yourself the gift of stopping making it relevant this holiday season? Right, wrong, good, bad, all night, POD POC, shorts, boys, and beyonds. What if, some of you guys are around family, some of you guys are alone, some of you guys are everyone's doing sort of something different, right? And it's like, it's, for me, definitely, I have to exercise interesting point of view during, this season. I'm with my in-laws, I'm with my family, and it's like, I care about these people, and it's also a lot of past. We bring a lot of past stuff to the, celebration, and it's such an exercise of interesting point of view, such an exercise of not making anything that's not fun relevant. And that's the gift that I'm giving myself this Christmas, is to not make anyone else's insanity, anyone else's upset, anyone else's heaviness, anyone else's pain, suffering relevant. Because as soon as you make pain and suffering and insanity and judgment relevant, you've devalued being. Because being isn't upset. Is there any like upset and infinite? Would an infinite being be upset? Would an infinite being be in pain? Would an infinite being have a problem? And so, as a suggestion, as a possibility, this holiday, whatever holiday you're celebrating, or even if you're not celebrating a holiday, if it's just, the ending of 2021, I wonder what gift you could really give yourself. What gift of freedom? What gift of not making what isn't real and true relevant can you gift yourself? It's like, we spend so much of our lives at the effect of so much insanity, so much projection and expectation from others, from ourselves. It's like, what if none of that's relevant? What is relevant? What is truly relevant is your being, whether you even know what that is right now or not. For so many of us, being is just a concept. It's like a nice idea. It's like this fairy tale. But bit by bit, I'm seeing a bunch of people running their bars. I'm going to do my implant band too. Actually, let's all do our implant band together, If any of you guys watching this right now don't know what the implant band is, don't know what the bars are, it's the bars. It's this thing in Access Consciousness. It's amazing. I really recommend you check it out. I guess you could Google what is the Access bars. Anyways, touching this point on, this feels great. This is like awesome. It's like, what gift? What would truly be a gift to you? And what if your life could be a gift to you? How many of you guys have lived your lives without it really being a gift, being more of a pain in the ass or a stress or an exhaustion or a pain? That is part of life too. Oneness includes everything, including pain. What choice could you make for you today that would actually be a gift? Not a rightness, not a wrongness, not a judgment. So a couple of tips to know when you're being the gift of you. Number one, when you're being you, you're not thinking. When you're being you, you're not thinking. So that's a good indicator. If you're truly desiring to be the gift of you, and if being is of interest, if being is a priority or relevant or something you desire to access more of, you'll know you're being more when you're not thinking. So that's a really big key. Thought is a very good indicator that you are existing within the parameters of a limited reality. Now, there is a difference between thinking and knowing. Knowing is one of being's best friends. Knowing accompanies being. So that's why when you're thinking, you know you're not being, because thinking is the lower harmonic of knowing. So in order to be more, you have to know more. Knowing is free, knowing is quick, and knowing is easy. Thinking is slow, thinking is painful, and thinking never achieves anything except distracting you all the time. So sign number one that you're being more or being less is the thoughts. If you're thinking a lot, that's not being. So my advice, if you're a big thinker, you want to ask what you know. What do I know? Wait a sec, I've got to stop this thinking. What do I know? What do I know? What do I know? What if you could gift yourself knowing? What do you know? What do you know that you're pretending not to know or denying that you know, that if you knew it, would be the greatest gift of your life? And everything that doesn't allow that to strain and create it. Right, wrong, good, bad, all nine, pod, poc, shorts, boys, and beyonds. What else do you know that you're pretending not to know or denying that you know, that if you allowed yourself to know it, would be the most freedom you've allowed yourself yet? And everything that doesn't allow that knowing, we just strain and create it all, please. Right and wrong, good and bad, all nine, pod, poc, shorts, boys, and beyonds. Oh, yes. Nice one, guys. What energy, space, and consciousness. Sorry, we've got a 4-year-old playing over here. What energy, space. Here, Instagram is gonna get a little view of.
4-year-old.
4-year-old and my husband. The 4-year-old is not my husband. What energy, space, and consciousness, magic, miracle, and mystery and possibility can you and your bodies all be to perceive, know, be, and receive everything that you can with total ease? And everything that doesn't allow that, strain and create it. Right, wrong, good, bad, all nine, pod, poc, shorts, boys, and beyonds. Would you gift yourself more perception, more knowing? Like everywhere that you're uncomfortable with knowing or being because no one else is doing it, where you just strain and create all that. Right, wrong, good, bad, all nine, pod, poc, shorts, boys, and beyonds. And everywhere you're making other people's lack of being, other people's lack of knowing, other people's lack of perceiving, and definitely other people's lack of receiving, everywhere you're making that relevant, real, or true for you, we destroy and uncreate all that. Right, wrong, good, bad, all nine, pod, poc, shorts, boys, and beyonds. And do you dare to choose what you have available to you that might not be available to others? Do you dare to have what's uniquely available to you? Do you dare to have your unique being in totality? And everything that doesn't allow that is strain and create it. Right and wrong, good and bad, all nine, pod, poc, shorts, boys, and beyonds. So I will leave you here, my brave friends, with the gift of being you, with the challenge of being you, with the possibility of being you. Being you will be the greatest gift you will ever have in this lifetime. It is a worthy quest. It is a courageous endeavor. And it sometimes can feel like you're really going against the grain because there's so much in this reality that goes against your being, that is about the invalidation of what you know. But everything's a choice. And you are free. You are totally free. No matter what you think, no matter what you believe, and no matter what anybody tells you, you are free to function as you wish, to choose what you wish, and to be what you be. You don't have to tell anybody. You don't have to show anybody. Trust me, most people aren't interested enough in other people to even pay attention to how different you be. You are free. You get to be you. Isn't that so amazing to be alive as you? I love you all. I'll see you all in the new year. the big Advent for consciousness sort of email, social media thing that we've been doing this whole month is now crescendoing with this gift of being you for all of you. The Advent calendar will close tomorrow, December 26th, I think midnight Central European time. There's a ton of stuff. If you guys haven't been into that Advent calendar, we're going to put links in the YouTube chat. We're going to put links in the Zoom chat. Like, I'm pretty sure all of you guys have seen the Advent calendar because you're here. You've obviously seen this invitation. Check it out. Tons of incredible sales in there, but there's also a bunch of free stuff. I mean, I like to give. I seriously have generosity of being seriously down. I am so blessed by consciousness. I am so gifted by the universe. And I desire each and every one of you to have that incredible wealth of being and that power of awareness and the peace of your being. So please check out what's in that Advent calendar. Tons of free stuff, tons of really, really big, usually very expensive classes with huge sales. So this is my big December celebration and enthusiasm for consciousness. And for all of you out there who are seeking a different reality, please know you are fucking not alone. Consciousness is with you. Consciousness has your back. All of the beings of light, all of the beings of consciousness have never given up and will never give up and are just waiting for you to take their hands. Thank you all so much for joining me this beautiful sort of like December, wherever you are. Have an awesome day. Take care of yourself. Be kind to you. How does it get better than this? Love you guys. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Merry Christmas.
Bye.
Thank you so much. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you so much.
Bye,
Thank you. Bye.
guys.
Happy
Thank
holidays.
Merry Christmas.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye, guys.
Merry Christmas.
Bye.
Bye.
So much,
everyone.
Shannon.
Merry
Thank you.
Christmas.
Thank you, Shannon. Thank you, everyone.